Okay. So to start, we are going to start with a little bit of core lower body activation, mobilization. So we're going to start with our squat opener. I'm going to show you the run through of everything, and then we'll do it together. So we're going to start with squat openers, which nice wide stance. You're going to head down, straight leg, and then you're going to go into a squat. And you can sit here, like side to side if you want, but your bum comes up first, and then you squeeze to come up. If you would like a hair flip, go right ahead. So go as low as you want. You don't have to sit down there very long. And then we're going to do, I called it a slow running man. It's a really bad name. It's not actually that. But we're going to start with our feet staggered. Core is strong, chest is up. We're going to start up and pull in. Okay, so this is not quick. I want you to focus on that core staying nice and strong and pulling your leg up. We're going to do one side, then the other side. And then we are going to go into a side lunge, but not super deep. I just want us to get our legs and our glutes warmed up a little bit. So we're going to start with one side. You're going to sit back, power up. This one I do not want quick. So again, sitting to the side, squeeze to come up, or do one side, then the other side. Then we're going to do a Frankenstein walk. So chest is up, fingers to toes. Okay, keep that chest up. Make sure you're not doing this. Okay, you can't come high with your feet. That's totally fine. You're just going to come as high as you can, but keep that chest up. Then we're going to go into our star foot tap. So you're going to start nice and tall. You're going to head down, keeping your legs straight. Squeeze your bum to come up, and then switch sides. If you can't go to your toes, no problem. You're going to go as far as you can down your leg. Last one is we're going to do hip openers. So we're going to start on one side. You're going to go up and out. Okay, so again, up and out. So we are going to do 30 seconds of each with like 5 seconds rest because they're not really high impact, just for transition time. So let me just put the timer on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As you've noticed as well, when I'm teaching classes, I'm incorporating a little bit more core throughout our class, not just at the end, just because I want us to be focusing on making sure our core is strong during this time, especially with all this sitting. I don't know about you, but I pretty much sit and work all day, so. 10-second countdown, starting with our squat openers. So widen that stance.
2, 1.
And we are heading down into that squat. You can sit here if you want. You don't have to stay with me. Or go back up whenever you want, but thumb up first. Squeeze to come up. This is a really good hip opener. Add that hip flip. Yeah, 5 more seconds here.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, little rest here. We're going to go into our side slow running man. So up, back down. Make sure that core is nice and strong. Halfway through here.
Little bitch, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, take a little rest. We're going to switch sides.
3, 2.
So stagger little steps, and let's go.
All I really want to see is done. I don't really need to be any done.
Core is nice and strong.
In the coop, busting out the roof. I got bands in the coop. Touch it, I'll shoot. Bow, shake a little ass. Get a little bag.
10 seconds.
Get a little cash. Shake it real fast. Get a little more. In the coop.
Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, a little rest. Going into our side lunges. So get ready. And we are on. So sitting back. Not full depth here. Just make sure you're sitting back. Powering up with that bum.
2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little rest. We're gonna switch sides.
2, 1.
And we are on, so sitting back and down. Again, this is a little bit of a warm up, so you don't have to go into full depth. Getting those glutes nice and roasty. Ten more seconds here. You guys got it. 3 seconds.
2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little rest. Going into Frankenstein Walks next.
1.
So chest up, and we are on. So again, modification. You can go to your knee, but again, that chest is staying up.
Couple bitches, couple haters, couple bands around me.
10 more seconds here.
Fucking cameras on me. Do my thing, I'm setting pace, go tell a man to stop me. Couple brothers got a job, a couple buy and sell, grew up sliding down.
3, 2,
1.
time. Okay. Going into our nice wide stance for our star toe taps. And we are on, so heading down. Squeeze that bum to come up, so that leg is staying pretty straight as you head down. My hair is making me very extra today, guys. You got it. 5 more seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, a little rest here. Going into our hip openers. So pick a side and let's go. Up and out. If you need to hold a wall, totally fine. We're getting mobilization in those hips of ours.
About to take another sip.
So
I'm
up
just living life.
and
You
up.
can't blame it on the kid. Kick back with a bottle while I make another quid. I'm the captain in this thing and it gets wavy on my shit. Yeah, man, stay
7
with this one.
seconds.
Waving the love, getting paid is my hobby.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little rest. We're going to switch sides. This is our last one.
1.
And we are on. So up and out. Other side.
Show baby how you flex and make it shake. All that back and pretty face, while I'm trying to get a taste. I'm just popping bigger fuckers in the place. Gucci buckle with a snake, put my hoodie looking big.
Halfway.
Slide around from time to time, you'll likely find the light by my side. She spicy, likes to ride, cause I'm the guy. She wifey, nice and icy, kinda shy.
5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Done.
Okay, take a little rest.
I need to take a break.
I'm going to explain how we're going to work today. Okay. Now, I'm going to remind you all that I love you all dearly, but today is Tabatas. So, we are doing 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. But you guys might appreciate that because we are doing booty stuff and 20 seconds is all right. Oh, my mom is cute. She just sent a message saying, go, Sarah. Hi, Mom. Okay, so the first one, we are going to start, obviously, with 2 exercises. This one can be done standing or on the ground, just depending on where you're at. So I'm going to tilt my laptop down so you can see me on the ground. So we're going to start with donkey kicks. So the one thing to note is you're going to want to make sure that your hands are right underneath your shoulders and you're in box position. So not way out here. You want to be nice and supported. Core is going to be nice and strong. And we are going to donkey kick by kicking up like you're kicking the ceiling. Okay? So you're going to go one side. We're going to rest for 10 seconds. And then we're going to go straight leg on the same side for pulses. Okay? Modification here is full range of motion instead of the pulse. Okay? You're doing it standing. You can either hold on to something or stand up straight. Core is nice and strong. Kicking back for the first one for a donkey kick. And the straight leg one, you're going to pulse up here. Okay? So your choice whether you're on all fours or you're standing. Totally up to you. We will do the right side, then we will do the left side, and then we repeat. That's not so bad. So I'm going to turn the timer on. I'm going to drip my sweat, dry my sweat. So you're on the mat, get on the mat. Keep in mind, Tabatas are a total like 4 minutes. That includes the rest period. So just to give you some perspective of how long this is. So we're gonna start in 10 seconds. Pick a side with donkey kicks. Okay? 3, 2, and we are on. Halfway on this one.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little rest. You have 10 seconds here. Going into our straight leg pulse. So straighten that leg out.
2, 1.
And we are on. Squeeze that push. Halfway. 3, 2,
1.
time. Okay, switching sides. Resting 5 more seconds here. Going into donkey kick.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on. Squeeze that beach. 3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Rest. Same side, straight leg, and we're gonna pulse it out in 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Go.
And you're on. Keep that thumb squeezed. You're halfway. Three, 2, 1. Take a rest. Halfway. Back to the other side. I'm going to do this one standing just so you can see what they both look like.
3, 2.
And we are on. Donkey kicks. If you have a resistance band, you can always add this. If you need to hold on to something, that is also an option. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little rest. Going for a straight leg pulse next.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on. Our option is just straight up and down. We're halfway. 3, 2,
1.
time.
Rest.
Other side, last time. Woo, I'm sweating already.
2, 1.
Let's head to that donkey kick. Remember, it's like kicking the back wall, squeezing that thumb.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little rest. Last one here, guys. Then we're gonna switch it up. So straight leg pulse,
2, 1.
and we are on.
Y dale, baila pa' mí, baila pa' mí. Me gusta la manera cuando me lo ven hacer, así que baila pa' mí, me gusta la manera cuando me lo ven hacer.
3, 2,
1.
1, and rest. Your booty is probably a little bit on fire. We're gonna take a rest,
3,
and I'm gonna show you what our next to that is. Okay, so our next one can be done with or without me. So the first one is gonna be a squat. So 4 squats, reminder, chest is up, core is engaged. So when I say core is engaged, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, you turn all that on while heading down. So I have really long legs, so my stance is a little bit wider than most, and my toes are a little bit pointed out just because I have really long legs. Most people, it's about shoulder width apart, and we are sitting back and down, squeezing our bum and using our legs to come up, okay? So visualize sitting back into a chair. Your knees should not be over your toes. This is not a squat. Keep the heels down, sit back while you do your squat. Okay, so that's your first one. Options for your squats. Do it as a sit squat, so sitting on a bed or a couch that's behind you. You can hold something or use a chair. Also, you can add weight. So as a goblet squat, if you'd like to intensify this a little bit more. Your second exercise is going to be a good morning. So feet are shoulder width apart, core is nice and strong and chest is up, hands by your side. You're going to hinge at your hips, feeling it all the way down here, back is flat, squeeze your bum and thrust at the top, okay? So at the top, your buns should be squeezed like crazy. If you would like to make this more challenging, you can also do this with a resistance band, holding it on your feet. So the resistance is as you pull up and squeeze. We are doing deadlifts in the next one, so just know that that is coming, okay? So same timing, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
Put a Richard on the card, I ain't
So,
playing ball, but I show you how to put
10-second countdown, starting with those squats. I'll challenge you today if you can go a little lower with your squats. If you've been doing this for a while, it's a good day for it.
1.
And let's go. Sitting back and down.
Yeah, a lot of murk coming in a hard way. Got a sticky and I keep it in my dog place. Girl, I love it, magic, not sauce.
10 more seconds.
Still going bad on you anyway. Whoa.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little rest. Good morning.
If you fucking with my eyes, don't come near me.
5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
And let's go.
Known to keep the
Squeeze that bum and thrust at the top.
Every time I'm in my trap, I move like Rambo.
Make sure that back stays flat.
Can't go.
Go down into the shoulders.
She said, oh, you rich.
Or it's stretch.
Bitch, I graduated, call me Big Fish.
3,
2,
2,
1.
little rest. Round 1 done. Here it goes. Back to squats.
I've been in my way out here, yeah, no, that's
5
fact.
seconds
You ain't
countdown.
that shit you said.
3,
4
2,
is on.
1.
And
Go.
let's go.
We back again, we gon' play. Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't gon' play ball, but I show you how to gotta do it if you really wanna fall till you fall.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little
Going
rest.
bad on them anyway.
Back to the morning.
Saw you last night, but did it broad day.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. You can go a little further this time. Take it a little further, maintaining that form. 5 more seconds here.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, halfway. 2 more sets. Back to squats. In 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Let's go into our squats.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, a little rest. Back to morning. One with a third, ladies.
3, 2, 1.
And we
Go.
are on.
Thinking about the bottle, gotta go because I'm smoked out. Taking home a body in the pussy, getting bust down. I make a blush when I call the set.
Squeeze that down into our
Put it
spot.
down, does it all correctly. I see 10-10 with too many 10 friends. All of them are wrong, that's it.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, a little rest. Last round.
Go on dates, I'm sorry, I'm not really in it. I'm just living.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on into our squat. Seven seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
I'm trying to go
Okay,
back to
a little
my
rest.
life.
Last time in your morning.
Everybody wanna get get a piece, but she don't never ever.
3, 2, 1,
And
go.
we're on.
Tell her turn around. She bust down, got me saying, oh wow, are you coming with me? Cause I wanna know now. Still she got me waiting, I ain't really got the patience, but there's something telling me that it's not worth it, so I'm staying. Yeah, I know she's feeling me, you're trying to hide it, girl, you're playing. Stop beating around the bush.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, rest. That is
I never
done.
really like to speak on the phone, let me know when I should be.
Woo, I don't know about you, but I am sweating. Okay. Our next one is going to be a half Tabata. So 1 exercise, 4 rounds, still 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. This is your only cardio in this class. So you have a couple options for this. If you would like to pick whatever cardio you like to do, body weight, by all means, go ahead. I'm going to recommend today, though, doing high knee holds. So 1, 2, hold on your third high knee. 1, 2, hold on your third high knee. This can be done quick, slow, in between, whatever you want. You can just do regular high knees if you just want to keep it simple. Jog on the spot, whatever you want. Again, we're only doing 4 singles of these, okay? I'm gonna take some cute music though, because that's how we do. So here we go. We can think of some Idris while we do this. Okay, you ready? 10-second countdown.
Man a half humble, man a bossy. Bring a rag a rhythm like it's all free.
In 3, 2,
1,
let's go.
Go.
Just looking at my kids like a bossy.
Hey, yo, Idris, tell them what they're gonna
If you're doing this correctly, you should be switching knees on your hold each time.
I'm a brown and sweet, just like the chocolate.
5 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, little rest. 1 down, 3 to go.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're on.
079, baby, I'm a hammer, did you stop?
Bossy, bossy. Godfather, man a OG. Man a half humble, man a bossy. Bring a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast. My money so long.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, little rest, halfway.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're on. You guys keep going. Someone is chatting. Oh, my mom is sending me messages to you all.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, take a little rest. Last one.
Do my thing, Sabi put me on the gram and remix.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
I came to win, now we that's a sin. Disrespect, man, get the stop on the gym. Man, a king in a drop, oh, Larry, man, a big DJ, Ox, Megan and Harry. Oh, yeah, man, a boss.
5 seconds here.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Done. Okay. Take a rest, grab some water. I'm gonna grab a glass of water as well. This is how I drink water. This is my second one of the day. Okay. While you guys are resting, I'm gonna walk through our next 2 exercises. So for this one, our stance is gonna be the same for both of the exercises. We are doing it in sumo or plie, whichever you would prefer. So what that means is your stance is wider than your regular squat. Toes are slightly pointed out. And we're gonna start with squats. So you can do body weight, you can add weight, or you can do it assisted, holding a chair in front of you. But for this one, you should feel it a little bit more on the insides of your thighs, okay? So for this one, again, same form as a regular squat, core is strong, chest is up, heading down, powering up, okay? That is your sumo squat. If you would like to get more cardio, by all means, Good as a jump squat. Your second one is going to be a sumo deadlift. So this is one where you can grab weights or no weights at all. Same stance, but instead of squatting, you're going to deadlift. So it's a hinge forward, squeezing to come up. Again, you should be feeling it on the insides of your thighs, okay? If you don't have weights, but you have resistance bands or your laundry detergent, those are all really great options for both of these. So, are we ready? Let's get started. Okay, 10-second countdown. Starting with your squats. So widen that stance.
2, 1.
And we are on. Now you're up with your legs and your bum. This one should feel pretty nice. Open up your hips. 5 more seconds here.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a rest. Grab your weights if you're doing deadlift. Same stance.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on. So remember, you're hinging, bending forward, making sure those shoulders are nice and tight. This will mean if your back is flat at the bottom, your shoulders are not out. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a rest. Back to squats.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on into our squats. Let's go. Three, 2, 1. Time. Okay, back to our deadlifts for good morning. So I will show you what this looks like without weight.
2, 1.
And you're on. So remember, hinging forward. So this way you should not be sitting down forward. 10 more seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, halfway. 2 more sets. Back to your sumo squats. 3, 2,
1.
let's go.
Get it on, let's get it on till I heard them on. It's all good, just tell me. Bare face so they all know who I
10
am.
seconds.
If you saw what the skeng done to the man, if you saw what the skeng done to the man, if I can't have you, nobody can.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, back to those deadlifts.
Go look your friend. Black boy come like a dark Vader.
3, 2,
Are we ready?
go.
Let's go.
The ends come back a month later. All the praise goes to the
Squeeze
maker.
that bum
I
plate
can put
up.
rice in a container. If that girl bad, then I must take her. I'm not a stealer, I'm a taker. You don't wanna grind, he's a complainer. Them man never
5
done a hard
seconds.
labor.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a rest.
No, man,
Last time through.
girl, man, get hella.
3, 2, 1.
Into our squats and let's go. Last
Have
time.
you, nobody can.
Guys, it's actually the last set of squats at all in
If you saw
this
what the
workout.
skeng done to the man, if you saw what the skeng done to the man, if I can't have you, nobody can. Bare face so they all know who I am. If you saw what the skeng done to the man,
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a little
every
rest.
time I done it, I said I didn't do
Last
it.
time we
When I
did
came
sumo
with the
deadlifts
kick,
for
it's
good
like
morning.
everybody thought it was
3, 2,
Let's go.
go.
up on anyone. I got an issue with. When I learn how to hustle, I can teach you it. Every L I took, man, I needed it. Now the whole hood see me on the big tele. With that guy back with a big belly. You see me with a click, get a click, get it. Man, I can roll like a big second.
3,
2, 1.
time.
Rest.
I stepped out of bed, that was
Take
Gucci
a little
back.
rest.
I
Grab
only
some
make rap
water.
sound, do too much if I can't have
3, 2, 1. Done.
skeng done to the man. If you saw what the skeng done to the man, if I can't have you, nobody can. Bare face so they all know who I am. If you saw what the skeng done to the man, you wouldn't look at me, you go look your friend. Black boy come like a dark Vader. Girl, they looking like a king raider. Hold my guy, tell them do me one favor. Leave the ends, come back, I'm up flavor. All the praise.
I apologize in advance for this next circuit. But this is your last circuit that you will be standing, okay? So, we're gonna go into lunges. So, we're gonna do one leg at a time. It's 20 seconds each side, right? So, you'll probably get maybe 5 in. So, we're gonna do one side, then the other side. You have a few options when it comes to lunges. So, stepping back, both knees bend at the same time, powering up with that front leg. Remember, when it comes to lunges, our front leg is the one carrying the weight. So power up with that front leg and squeeze the bum, okay? So you're gonna do one side or the other side. If you would like to add weight, feel free to add weight. So whether that is at your side, at your chest, at your side, or on your shoulders. If you need a guide, you can hold the wall, or if you have a broomstick and you need a little bit of assistance, you can hold your broomstick. So quite a few different options, or hold the chair. That's it, lunges. Yeah. Are we ready? I love you. So pick a leg. 10-second countdown. Picking a side.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on.
You was jumping, you never go. Should I because me said I never go.
5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a rest. Switching sides.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on. Let's go. Halfway.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, round one done. Switching sides again.
3, 2, 1. Go.
And let's go.
Even though I know it's special.
3, 2, 1.
Little rest. Switching sides. We're almost halfway there, guys. You got it. I believe in you.
3, 2, 1.
And let's go. 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, a little rest. Back at it. Switching sides again.
3,
Remember, this is your last one standing.
1. Go.
You got it.
5 million and 40 not discharged. Baby girl, I'm a girl, stand up and say, well, come on the way the time, cool, I wanna be keeping you warm, I got the right.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, take a little rest. Switch sides. You're almost there, guys. Your quads and your bum are probably burning by now.
2, 1.
It's all good, though.
Go.
And we're on. Halfway.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Little rest. Last round. You guys got it.
3, 2, 1.
And let's go. Almost there. You guys got it.
2, 1. Rest.
Shake it out. Very last lunge, guys.
3, 2, 1.
And we're on.
Go.
Time to make baby now to stop while like you get shady, yo. Woman, don't blame me now, cause I'm a prince and but not greedy, yo.
Halfway.
My loving is the way to go. My loving is the way to go. Well, woman, the way the time. All I wanna be king.
3,
3,
2,
1.
and time. Grab some water, a well-deserved rest. And if you have a mat, get your mat out. We are going to hitch our mat for our last 2. Okay. So, this one's going to be a little bit different. We are going to start, my back, with a hip thrust. So, options for this is you can do this with or without weight, with or without a resistance band. So, it just depends on what you have, what you feel like using today. So, for your hip thrust, you're going to be on your back, heels close to your bum, core is engaged, like I talked about before, deep breath in. Turn it on in the front, head in the back. You're gonna thrust up while your knees are slightly driven out. Squeeze that bum, come down. If you like to add weight, you can add weight there. And here's where it gets interesting. We are going to do clamshells as your alternate. So you have 10 seconds to flip over on your side. I won't be using a resistance band today, just to show that you can get an effective workout without it. But if you have one, keep your resistance band on above your knees. You can be chill down here, or you can do this up here. Just depends on what feels comfortable to you. But you're going to clamshell open. Okay, so your hips are stacked, slightly lean forward, driving out, targeting the side of your glute. If you've got a resistance band like me today, I'm just going to be driving straight up and down. Okay, now the interesting part is round 1, you're going to start here. Then round 2, after our hip thrust, you're going to do the other side, okay? So that we make sure our sides are even. If you don't want to flip and you have a resistance band, another option is to do a seated clamshell. So band stays here, sitting back, and you're going to clamshell out against your resistance band. You can also do this one without a resistance band, totally up to you. But there's a few options just depending on how much you want to go side to side. So I'm going to use a kettlebell so that I have a weighted hip thrust. And we are going to get started. Let me just change some. Okay. 10-second countdown on your back. Heels close to your bum, engage that core.
3, 2, 1.
And let's go. Remember to squeeze at the top.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, a little rest. I'm gonna do my clamshells on the side. Again, you can do them seated.
3, 2, 1.
And we are on. Remember, hips are stacked so that you are targeting this spot and forcing that to be doing the work. Halfway. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, on your backs again for your hip thrust.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. You are going to hold your next thrust at the top. Keep holding. 5 more seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Down. Rest. Rest. Flip sides. or into your seated clamshell.
3, 2, 1, go.
And you're on. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Rest.
I know you heard about
On your backs again.
but they got nothing on me.
3, 2, 1,
Let's
go.
go.
Nice and young, you best believe I'm number one.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, take a rest.
3, 2, 1, go.
Remember those hips are stacked. 3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Time. On your backs. We're almost there, guys.
3, 2, 1, go.
And let's go.
Slide on the pimp game with my pinky ring. Lot of gang, lot of pictures in the
3,
ice
2,
chain.
1,
I'll
rest.
be straight to the whip,
Okay,
no
take a rest.
plan.
Last time
Whole
with
lot
your
of style, so you
clamshell.
can pronounce the name. You ain't got no style, see you on my
3, 2, 1,
Make sure
go.
those hips are
Bitch,
stacked.
I'm the middleman. Walk talking like a boss, I just lift a hand. 3 million cash, call me Rain Man. Money like a shower, that's my rain dance. And we all in
10
black,
seconds. You're
like it's
almost
game
there.
man.
It's almost
Say
core
the
time.
words, you be hangman. Why me stick to your bitch like a
3, 2, 1, rest.
Woo! Your legs are good here done, guys.
You can get a taste.
Okay. We only have one more circuit left. Still staying with Tabatas. Only now we're going into core. So we are going to do our first one is going to be a crunch or a sit-up. So if you are crunching, reminder that you're not using your neck to crunch, you're using your core. So it helps if you look at one spot in the ceiling, core is engaged, coming up. Okay, so you want to try and get as much of your body off the mat as you can, or into a full sit-up, so all the way up. Okay, I really like doing a CrossFit sit-up. We do these a lot at CrossFit. This also helps me get a stretch in my hips. So if you are good at sit-ups and you can get all the way up, this is another really great option that will help stretch your hips. So kind of in a frog leg position, all the way back, all the way forward, passing your hips, okay? And then back, okay? So that's your first one. Your second one, we are gonna do hundreds. So you're gonna be in that crunch position, staying there, like you're bouncing little tennis balls by your side, okay? So make sure that that neck stays relaxed and your core is what is holding you up, okay? So this way we're not flipping backwards and forwards. Everything is on our back. So we're gonna get started. Are you ready, guys? It's almost done. After this, we stretch and then that's it.
Get on top of me and rub me like a heart. She wanna keep me company.
On your backs. It is the home stretch. 10-second countdown. So start with your sit-ups or crunches.
2, 1,
Let's go.
Baby, you're looking fine. I have you open all night like your eye. I'll take you home, baby, let you keep me company. You give me some of you, I give you some of me. You look good, baby, must taste heavenly. I'm pretty sure that you got your own recipe.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Okay, a little rest. Going into our hundreds next. So in a crunch, bounce most
All
side to
night.
side.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
Let me get my ticket, baby,
Keep
let
that
me
neck
get it.
relaxed.
I can tell the way you like it, baby, super size. Hold on, you got yours, let me
Dance, you think you're feet off the floor.
Take my order, push your body like a carry-out. Let me walk until you body till you
5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, take a rest.
push your body like a carry-out.
Back to the
Let me
shot.
walk until your body till it's lights out. Turn me on,
3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Go.
I take 2 number 3s. That's a whole lot of you and a side of me. Now is it full of myself to want you full of me? And if there's room for the dirt, then I'm on the beat. Baby, get my order right, no errors. I'ma touch you in all the right areas.
5
I can
seconds.
feed you, you can feed me.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a rest.
Be
Back to your 100.
all night, have it your way, for
3, 2,
And that crunch.
go.
Let's go.
Cause I'm well seasoned if you couldn't tell. But let me walk into your body till you hear me out. Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out. Say,
10
take my
seconds.
order, push your body like a carry-out. Let me walk into your body till you hear me out. Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, halfway. Back to your sit-ups or crunches.
My baby, don't you cut me out. Turn me on.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Let's go.
What's your number? I'm glad I came. Take my order. What's your name? Girl, what's your number? I'm glad I
5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, take a rest.
came.
One.
Three,
Okay,
2,
into your hundreds and let's go.
What's your number? I'm glad I came. Take my order, push your body like a carry-out. Let me walk into your body till you hear me out. Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out. Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out.
4,
3,
3,
2,
2, time.
rest.
Last round. And this is it.
Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Let's go.
Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out. Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out. Take my order, push your body like a carry-out. Let me walk into your body till it's lights out. Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out. Turn me on, my baby, don't you cut me out.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, a little rest. Very nice exercise, my loves.
3, 2, 1. Go.
And we're on.
Young money.
Yeah. Me and Mike will pull the AOD back to back. Them AMG 63s. I tell all my hoes, rake it up, break it
Almost
down,
there, 7 seconds.
bag it up, fuck it up, fuck it up,
3,
bag it up, bag it up,
2,
break it
1.
up, break it up.
Rest.
That is it, guys.
I tell hoes, rake it
Good
up,
job.
break it down.
Okay,
3,
we are going to stretch it out together. So because we are on our backs, we are going to stay there. I'm going to have you make your arms in a T. So right across the floor. And you're going to take your knees all the way to one side while keeping that T. And you're going to turn your head the opposite direction. If you need more pressure, you can put one hand on top of your knee and get a nice good stretch in your low back. Try and keep your shoulders on the ground. Connecting with your body, slowing your breathing down. We're going to switch sides, so keep those arms in a T, knees to the other side, and turn the other way. Okay, while we are on our backs, we are going to hug our knees into our chest. And you're just gonna rock slowly, side to side, likely hitting some pressure points on your low back. And while we're here, we are going to thread the needle. So you can put one leg down, the other knee across, and then you're going to grab through your legs to stretch. If this is a challenge, it is for a lot of people, you can use a towel or a resistance band to go through. Again, you can go side to side as well. You can also put your leg up straight, which helps it go a little bit deeper. You're going to come down. We're going to switch sides, so other leg over top of the other knee, and thread that needle. Okay, we're going to come up. So come up, whatever is the easiest way for you to come up. We are going to head into child's pose. So if you need a little bit further of a stretch in your hips, you can move your knees a little bit further apart as you sit back and stretch out. You're going to walk your hands to one side. And you're going to switch to the other side. And while you're here, I want you to start thinking, today's reflection is, I know that it is a challenge in this time to set intentions and follow through. I know that I set an intention that I was going to get up early and walk every morning. That has not happened. So I want you to think of an intention that you'd like to set that is realistic in this week. So whether that is actually having that time to read, on all fours, we're going to go into cat and camel. It does not need to be something physical. It can be learning a new recipe, calling somebody, something that just is an intention that you've been putting off that might be a good thing for you to do. Mine is going to be starting to read a book my mom gave me. That is mine. I'm going to read it tonight. I'm going to read a chapter tonight. Okay, you're going to take a seat on your bum, and we're going to go into 90-90. So your front leg will be bent and your back leg behind you. You're going to try and keep this leg pretty straight up front, and you're going to lean forward. This should feel really good on your glute and your low back. And if you would like to unmute yourself to share an intention or anything else you have on your mind, you can feel free to unmute yourself. Come up slowly and sit back. Ooh. Also, since nobody's unmuting themselves, I'll fill the air. You know I'm good at talking. I put a poll up last night on Instagram about having a dance class. So last I checked, there were 40 yeses and 3 nos. So it's pretty likely to say that we are going to have a virtual dance class. We're going to switch sides. Just so you know a little bit about who this person is, I do know this person. And I have reiterated and have seen what they have done in terms of actually having a beginner class. We just want you to have fun and get moving in a fun way. So stay tuned for that date. It'll be just like our regular virtual classes. Also next Wednesday, Bridget is going to be doing a yoga class. So that is exciting that she'll be able to come and help with some stretching, some things out. So if you have any special requests ahead of time, feel free to send it to me. I'm going to have you sit back. Also, if you are part of our private Facebook group, I posted a link today about a petition to help businesses like mine. If you get an opportunity to sign it, you just have to put your name. There's not really a lot to do to it. If you'd like to put a comment, you can. But there's going to be more to come on this. There's a bunch of gym owners like myself, not just gym owners, but chiropractic, other healthcare professionals that are small businesses, and we're asking the government to help, not just with us acquiring more debt, but ways that will actually help in the long run so that we can open our doors eventually and maintain during this time. We're going to stretch out the back of our legs, so reach for your toes. If you'd like to get a bigger stretch in your low back, you can take the opposite hand and come across the side. And we are going to switch sides. Nadine, how is it working out outside today? Oh, I'm making her unmute herself. We can see you, but I can't hear you.
There we go. Okay. I was like, where's the unmute on my cell phone? I'm not used to this. No, it's really good. It's been interesting being on the ground because I'm literally on the patio stones right now, and my landlord came out and was like, do you want a cushion? And I'm like, no, I'm okay. It's fine. So I just didn't do like the knees on the knees stuff, but otherwise it was good. And it's been nice. There's like no clouds in the sky. It's been really nice to just have some outside time and not have to worry about social distancing from anyone because no one's in my backyard with me. So it was good. And these patio chairs are perfect as a up for my phone. It's great.
Awesome. And there you go, my loves. Good job today. If anyone has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or anything they want to add. Feel free. Otherwise, the next class is tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock with Daniela, and then Friday at noon with Megan, and 9 a.m. Saturday, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Saturday morning with Megan as well. Next week's schedule is up for those who are not members, but current members, I'm sending you an email a week at a time just to keep people engaged. So you'll have the Zoom links likely Friday or Saturday for next week. And again, Bridget will be teaching yoga on Wednesday. Yeah, thank you for showing up. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.